When I first came down in the tunnel, it looked dangerous, man. It looked real dangerous. Because even in the daytime, it was dark. And like, I was scared. I said, somewhere down the line, it can't be bad as it is up top. Because out in the street, you had kids fucking with you, you had the police fucking with you. I mean, if anybody can walk by you while you're sleeping on the bench and bust you in the head, at least down in the tunnel, you ain't gotta worry about that. Because ain't nobody in their right mind gonna come down there. So you ain't have to worry about nobody coming down there messing with you. Because they not. Because they gonna be too scared to come in there.